Richard Duffy. I'm the SAP Business One Product Evangelist and the Sales and Marketing Programs Manager with SAP. I'm probably going to have to stop introducing myself very soon because hopefully most of you know who I am by now. I'd like to welcome you to episode 2 of the SAP Business One podcast. And this week we've got a whole bunch of news for you that I want to tell you about. Matter of fact, there's so much news that I've actually had to write down a piece of paper. So if you see me look down every once in a while, you realize that I'm just reminding myself about all the different things that are actually happening in the world of SAP Business One this week. So the first thing I want to talk about is a new updated landing page that we have. If you're working with customers who have a requirement to meet international financial reporting standards, you'll be very pleased to know that we've just updated some of the documentation around IFRS and how to use SAP Business One in an IFRS environment. Now, we've had a white paper that was produced back about a year ago, and that's available for you to use. But we've also updated some recent documentation on doing parallel accounting with SAP Business One version 8.8 and 8.81. So that's an important document to look out for if you're working with organizations who have those kinds of requirements and you're looking to update yourself on exactly how SAP Business One works in that environment. So some good content there if you're a pre-sales consultant or a consultant doing implementations, but also if you're a salesperson, the white paper is a great resource for you to look at and take advantage of, familiarizing yourself with exactly how SAP Business One does handle those IFRS requirements. The second thing I'd like to talk to you about is a couple of new things that I've put together for you on LinkedIn. Many of you I know are already taking advantage of the functionality and what LinkedIn offers you in terms of really expanding out your business network and your community. Now, one of the things we've done at SAP is we've done a really great job of building the SAP community network, and that's got fantastic resources for consultants, for developers, and people looking at finding extra information about the solutions. But if you're a sales, a marketing, or a pre-sales person, chances are you might struggle a little bit, particularly if you want to share information with other folks and you want to keep that kind of confidential. So what I've done is I've set up on LinkedIn, I've set up a new SAP Business One community, and I'd invite you to join that. But sitting underneath that, that's an open community, by the way. So for any of our SAP Business One customers who are watching this podcast, you're more than welcome to join that community. But I've also set up an SAP Business One pre-sales, sales, and marketing community underneath that. And those three extra communities, they are membership-only communities. So if you're involved in pre-sales, sales, or marketing, one of the things that I would recommend you do is that you sign up for one of those communities. Your request will come through to me, I'll approve you, and then you can start sharing information with everybody, talking about a number of those different topics. The third thing I'd like to talk to you about, mainly applicable for, in the first instance, for partners in the UK and some other partners in Europe. I'm actually on my way to the United Kingdom. I'll be in the UK for the upcoming Partner Day in April, and I'm also going to be running a 2-day Marketing Catalyst workshop. What's a catalyst? A catalyst is something that causes an action to take place. It causes a change. And the Marketing Catalyst workshop is all about helping you make a change in your organization to really build a marketing system that works to generate high quality, focused leads for your organization that are the ideal clients for your organization. So if you want to hear more about that, I'll be producing another video on that probably next week, so keep your eyes peeled on my YouTube channel and on Twitter for the update when that comes out. Or you can speak to your SAP Business One channel manager and ask them about that and how you can participate. Now, whilst I'm in Europe, I'm also potentially going to be paying a visit and doing some sessions in the Nordics, also potentially in the Netherlands, and I'll also be available to do some additional sessions right throughout Europe. Now, I've spoken already to a couple of partners who put their hands up and asked me to come out and sit down and talk with them about marketing, social media, and so on. So I've got a few of those sessions already booked in. But if you would like me to come out and spend some time with you, speak to your SAP Business One channel manager as soon as possible. I've only got a limited amount of time, and I'd love to have the opportunity to come and sit down and do some one-on-one work with you. So that's on the Europe front. And then of course, we'll also have, I'm very pleased to announce, some additional training sessions coming up in Asia Pacific. So Chris Knorr, as you know, is our Vice President in charge of indirect channels for Asia Pacific, and he has very, very kindly, put his hand up and said, look, we really want to spend a lot of time this year doing some enablement work with you, our SAP Business One partners. So keep your eyes open for the schedule. Right now it looks like we're going to be running sales, pre-sales, and possibly marketing sessions. Well, definitely marketing sessions in Singapore, but sales and pre-sales sessions as well in Shanghai, Beijing, Singapore, and Hong Kong in the next 2 to 3 months. So stand by for some more updates on that and some updated dates. Now, while we're talking about enablement, we've also got a whole range of sessions coming up for the rest of this year as well, including next week 2 really, really important sessions which I'd like you to come along to. The first of those is around making a start in social media, taking advantage, giving you a framework so you can take advantage of all the different tools that are available in social media to increase your organization's visibility out there in the market, so when people are looking for a solution they can find you, and also to do lead generation as well as providing a communication mechanism with your existing customers. So I'm going to be running a session on that, and that'll be running in 2 different time zones. So there'll be a session that you can attend if you're from Asia Pacific or Europe, and then there's another session you can attend if you are from the Latin American countries or the United States and Canada. But that information is on the channel partner portal. But at the end of this podcast, I'm also going to put together a page on richardduffy.com in the blog area where you can go and get the specific details and links out to register for all of these different kinds of events. So, that enablement's coming up. And if you're thinking about further enablement opportunities, there's a whole range of those coming up. They're also listed on the same page that I'm going to point you to from the blog. And we're going to be doing those sessions on the 3rd Thursday of every month from here right through till about November. I don't think we'll be doing anything on the 3rd Thursday of December because, of course, as you know, that's end of financial year and it's also holiday season, so I'm sure most of you will be either closing deals or eating food and drink during the holiday season then. But keep an eye open for those. They're going to be some really, really helpful sessions focusing on topics around social media and marketing. Fourth thing I want to do is give you an update really around that area of social media. Last year we ran a competition for partners to show us what they were doing from a social media perspective, and part of that competition, the prize for that was a redesign of your website, Facebook page, YouTube channel, and so on and so forth. So we announced the winners of that award in Q1, and the winners were Intelligent Information Systems from Ireland and Ether Consulting from the United States. So if you want to see an example of what those prize winners have received, first one that's ready right now, you can go and take a look at it, is a new YouTube and Facebook page for Ether Consulting. So you can find that out at www.youtube.com/Ether Consulting. Pardon my Australian accent if the A's and the E's sound the same, but it's AETHER, Ether Consulting. And you can also find them on Facebook, and I would encourage you to go out and friend them on Facebook. While we're talking about that, I've also done some additional redesigns to my Facebook page, so I'd encourage you to come out and have a look at that and start to really get an understanding of how you can build that public face, if you like, for your organization and really take advantage of those social media tools to build those relationships. Again, to build that concept of know, like, and trust that I talk about from a marketing perspective. A couple of other things that have happened this week on the marketing front. We've just launched a new column which is now on the Channel Partner Portal in the Business Insight area that I'm writing, and that's called 10 Minutes to Market. In that column you're going to find all kinds of marketing hints and tips. In addition, I'll also be doing interviews with thought leaders on different topics. So coming up, we'll be having some interviews with people talking about search engine marketing, talking about local search, talking about referral marketing, talking about using Facebook effectively, and so on. So there's a whole lot of stuff that's going to be coming to you through that 10 Minutes to Market column on the Channel Partner Portal. And the great news is that's not just for SAP Business One partners, but that's also for anybody who's involved in SAP. One other thing that I did want to talk about in terms of the sessions that are coming up next week, because I'm recording this session, today it's Friday, March the 11th, and another session that's coming up next week, we're going to be taking you through the updated official SAP Business One roadmap. So that's a session that you can attend and your customers can attend. You can attend it live. It will be next Friday, March the 19th, and that's going to be done at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's about 2 o'clock in the morning for me here in Australia, I think. So that's when I'll be presenting, and I'll be wide awake because there's a lot of really exciting things to talk about with the SAP Business One roadmap. And if you can, please go and sign up and join us for that for those sessions. Final thing I want to talk about, very, very exciting work that's being done by our local product expert team, our solution experts, together with a number of folks out there in the partner channel that has just been released, and that is the latest SAP Business One to Go. Now, if you haven't seen the SAP Business One to Go, it is a 254-page book that talks specifically about SAP Business One. It's almost like a user manual for SAP Business One, if you like. And I would encourage you to go out, get your hands on that, and also start using that as a sales tool when you're out there with prospects, and also make sure that all of your existing customers have got a copy of it. So that brings us pretty much to the end. I've been going now for almost on 12 minutes, so it's a pretty long update, but as I said, there's a lot of stuff that's been happening with SAP Business One this week that I wanted to make sure that you're aware of. Now, don't forget, I talked in last week's podcast about the SAP Business One Channel Partner Sales Toolkit, and I think right now we've got about 120 of you who have signed up for that using Evernote and then sending me an email asking to be subscribed to it, and you're now automatically receiving a whole bunch of these documents. So for example, if you have the SAP Business One Sales Partner Sales Toolkit already, you'll have the SAP Business One to Go for version 8.8 sitting in your sales toolkit. You'll also have the IFRS document, a couple of new case studies that have also been released. So again, I would encourage you, come online, sign up for the Channel Partner Sales Toolkit, and you'll have all that very latest information pushed out to you. So until next week, this is Richard Duffy saying, once again, thanks for watching, and thanks for your support of SAP and SAP Business One. I look forward to seeing you online or in person at some of my upcoming workshops. Thank you.